Give it a minute and talk.
Is that the starters? Oh, that's their numbers too. Oh yeah, that's Carolina.
Here and welcome to today's NBL divisional action between Nottingham Hoods and Newcastle Knights. Today we're joined by a special guest, Drew Lasker. Welcome, Drew, back again.
I'm back.
We managed to get you back.
Well, I mean, the last time I was here was a
Pretty special game.
a great game, so we're hoping for the same type of finish today.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different game today. Bit the different level of opposition, but it'll be really interesting. Nottingham have shown certain times this season they had a really good game against Newcastle. They've probably not won as many games as they probably have wanted to, obviously, but they've certainly showed in the game in December they could really struggle this Newcastle team. So it'll be interesting if they could do that again today.
Yeah, I'll be focused on Newcastle's intent today. See if they're going to bounce back from that loss of last week. And obviously, when you're playing a team at the bottom of the table like the Hoods, will they play down to their level, or will they come out and make a statement today?
I think that's a bit of a showing from Newcastle this season, as they typically have done that. As they sort of play up to the better teams and maybe play down a little bit. They sort of need to be woken up at times. I think they're a bit complacent, so I'm sure their coach Elderkin's drilled it into them not to do that again today. But old habits, they last. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, well, currently right now Newcastle sits at fourth in the NBL standings, and if they want to be a top 4 team, teams like this you got to put away.
Definitely, absolutely. Interesting, one big thing today, Ronald Blaine is starting the game. First start of the season, obviously, he's one of the main players for Newcastle, but it's been absolutely monumental off the bench. So with Manny Kabengele not playing today, I think he's injured. I'm not sure really know what's up with him, but Ronald Blaine checking him for his first start. It'll be interesting to see how he does from the get-go. I'm sure he'll be fine, Drew.
Yeah, but what you do lose is a lot of firepower off the bench. You're talking about losing 23 points coming off the bench, so let's see where Newcastle's able to drum that up.
Yeah. I bet Ron's excited though to get to start. I bet he's
What was the reasoning why he's been coming off the bench this season, you would say?
I think he's impactful at going against maybe second strings a little bit. Also, he understands the feel of the game, and it's like a big thing. Such a good player coming off the bench. I mean, it's a tough one. I've spoke to coach about it a few times. It's not an easy one. Early, absolutely bullying Ajay for the first one to the game.
And just as I expect, you look at this Hoods team, and they look very small today, so I'm looking for Newcastle to go down in the paint early and often.
Good ball by Blaine.
Blaine with 2 rebounds on this early start.
Going straight at Oliveri and getting the foul, getting the line for 2. That's the guy you want on an early foul, Drew, averaging 20 a game.
But that's a fundamental mistake by the Hoods. You know, what you're taught defensively, the first thing you got to do is you got to stop the ball. No one stopped the ball. He was able to dribble 94 feet and get 2 feet in the paint.
And you get your best player on a foul within the first minute of the game. He's been a bit of a shining light this year, Victor Olaroen, for the Hoods. Really explosive, athletic guard. He's had some huge games. I know he absolutely killed Newcastle when they played in December. So be good to see if he can do that again.
He sits in the top 10 in scoring as he averages 20.7 a game. So looking to see if he's going to bring it today. They're going to definitely need him, that's for sure.
Yeah, certainly. Good hand by Moya. Still going coast to coast with the team.
And I like that about Moya's game. He's really wiry, can get to the bucket. He's not afraid to take the big shots. I like his game a lot.
He hit a huge shot in the away fixture against the Hoods. Absolutely huge to winning the game. Federici, early threes off. Good ball by Olaroen.
Great rebound.
One thing about Moya, though, he got in a few issues last week getting in foul trouble.
Yabantu with the steal,
And
with
the
the
two.
easy two.
Moya only played 17 minutes against Reading last week. But certainly needing to be playing in that sort of game as well. That's a tough shot. He makes it. Kieran Wright for 3 first points for the Hoods.
Great shot. I seen him working on that in warm-up, so that's a good shot for him.
That's a great pass. That's unlucky, out of bounds.
And he comes back down on the defensive end and makes a great defensive stance. You're always taught to angle him towards the baseline as the baseline acts as another defender. And as you see, he dribbles the ball out of bounds.
I was about to say there was some interesting offense from Nottingham and Kieran Wright hits that shot, but not really moving the ball too well to start the game. Being quite stagnant. Ooh, good handles. That's the 3. That's a move by Olaroen right there.
Great move. Last thing you want to do is give somebody like that open
He's a
space.
he's a guy that don't mind shooting though. He's not the greatest shooter in the world. Good pass to Powell for 2, and they've got the lead, 8-7 Nottingham. Olaroen's a guy on the scout report. They want him to prove he can shoot. He's not a knockdown shooter. That's not his game. But if he's going to hit them, he's going to hit them.
Yeah, but with guys like that, the last thing you want to do is let them shoot. You still want to have a late challenge, and on that last shot,
that's true.
he was wide open, no challenge, and he knocked it down. Great hesitation
Great
move there.
block by Blaine.
Great movement.
Now, the Hoods look up for this, Drew. What do you think?
They look pretty motivated today. I mean, their mindset is to me, they look like they're coming out to win this game. So, and these teams like this are always dangerous to play because, you know, they sit at the bottom of the table at 2-10, and they have absolutely nothing to lose. And as you can see, they're coming out here playing very freely. And for Newcastle, they're going to have to be on their game today. Like we talked about at the top of the show, they got to be locked in.
Hawthorne subbing in for early. Getting some early minutes with, obviously, Blaine's usually the first off the bench, but now it's Hawthorne. Good to see if he can step up today. I think, as you know, Drew, is the Eagles, I've won a lot of games. I'm sure you're used to playing teams like this. You haven't got a lot to play for, but it's sort of their cup final. Maybe not that to an extent, but you know where I'm coming from.
I mean, whenever you're a bottom team and you're playing one of those teams in the top 4, you know, for you as a competitor, you're trying to prove individually that you can play on this level. And like we talked about from Newcastle's standpoint, and one thing that we've always had as an Eagle when we play teams like this who are at the bottom is that if you have championship aspirations, you got to put teams like this away.
Yeah, absolutely.
You let them hang around early, you let them get confidence, and that's when they get dangerous.
Way off on the second.
Airball free throw. You don't see that too often from the star player, Olararin.
You certainly don't.
Oh, great movement. Great movement by Blaine. He did a great job of reading the defense right there, getting to the open spot, getting the easy two.
Powell sort of forces it up right there. Don't. Good call for him, cleaning up the mess for 2. It's very end-to-end now. Right now, there's. Delaney Powell. I think he fancies this match. Moving screen.
You know, that's a difficult call. We see that at all levels, that moving screen by the big. And, you know, you just have to be very disciplined on those ball screens because I see that get called often in the BBL, and obviously you see it here. So as a big, you just got to stay disciplined, and we always say let the guards use you. Just by you standing there and being wide, you've done your job, so you don't need to do any extra movement.
Helicopter screen for Federici. Pass it to Spain. Back cut by Moya. Good cut. Good finish.
That's great basketball right there.
Kieran Wright floater. Ooh. He's going to shoot that. He misses it. Good ball by Cawthorne. I'm not sure about that one. I don't know.
That's tough.
I don't know.
He sold it very well. He got the call.
I don't know about that one. I think you've got to let those ones go from my point of view, but I'm not a ref, so.
Yeah, it's 50-50 call. At the end of the day, these guys are trained. This is what they do, so we got to trust their judgment on that. Tough call, definitely.
Oh, in and out by Olararin. Scraps for the rebound. He's jumping out of bounds, tries to save it.
Great.
Straight to Blaine. Ooh. Good pass. Oh, good block by Adjay.
Great block.
Good move.
That's a great finish. You can see why he's a 20-point scorer in this league. Was able to create a little bit of separation. And
I mean, Jacob Cawthorne's a big dude. Standing at, 6'8", 6'9". And straight to Cawthorne. That's it.
Great strong move by Cawthorne. Make up for that offensive foul on the previous play.
Another moving screen. That's 3 fouls on Adjay.
Like we talked about, from those bigs, you got to be disciplined. You got to plant those feet, stay solid, let the guard work off of you.
That's 2 fouls, my fault. He's subbing out though. Lee Hale subbing in for Newcastle. Number 6. First year. Interested to see how he does today. He might get some big minutes though to see how the game plays out. But rest him. We don't normally rest him right now, but they're giving him a bit of a breather. Babalola subbing in.
Babalola.
Ooh. I thought that was a hook.
Yeah, I was going to say, Blaine is lucky to get called with the travel there. That could have easily been an offensive foul.
Absolutely.
As he hooked that defender on his way to the left side of the cup. Great pressure there.
There's nobody there.
That is fantastic defense by Newcastle.
Surely there's got to be someone there for Nottingham though. There's not one person on the weak side wing.
Yeah. We always talk about when you're driving that weak side, you always want to move to the corner, and that's what the guard was anticipating there, and there was no one
there was
there.
no one on the left side of the court.
Yeah.
I mean, poor Delaney Power driving into it. For half where there's 5 guys. I feel for him.
Definitely some spacing issues. Hit that weak side.
That's a tough call, man.
I like that by Copthorne. He had a nice little weak side kick out to Yabantu, but he kept it and went up strong. And again, like we talked about with this Hoods teams being small, Newcastle trying to set the tone going down low.
They've certainly got the strength advantage down low. I mean, that's a soft foul though again. I'm not sure about that.
But right now they're in a bonus, so for the next 2 minutes and 43 seconds, every foul they'll be shooting 2 free throws. So definitely want to continue to be aggressive.
I mean, the way they were shooting free throws last week, I'm sure the Hoods would want to be fouling them as much as possible, but I don't know.
Is that not their forte?
Nah, not last week. Jesus.
So it looks like Coach has been in Copthorne's ear this week about let's get the ball down low and go strong, because he's looking very aggressive this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean I think he's aggressive in all games. To be fair, I'm not sure. Maybe when you've seen him, he's maybe not been that aggressive. He's certainly a guy. He's a big guy. He likes to put it on the floor. Like he's got a nice spin to the left hand. That's certainly his move. I don't think he played too much in the Thames Valley game you saw. That was a great game, though. Wow.
Fantastic game.
So I think that was timeout Nottingham. I think they're in a bit of foul trouble, certainly with their big guys. Both of them on 2 fouls. So, I mean, I don't know who they're going to bring in now to guard some of Newcastle's big guys down low. It'll be interesting to see.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them come out in the 2-3 zone here just to kind of save some of their bigs and mix it up a little bit, because they're definitely struggling down low in the paint with Newcastle's size. But we got a great game here, 15-11, 4-point game, 2 minutes 30 remaining in the first quarter.
I'm not really sure how Coach Ellicott will be with the start to Newcastle's game. I don't think he'll be too chuffed. I don't think they've come out the blocks particularly well, but they haven't been particularly bad at anything.
I mean, this game it's been a little bit sloppy on both ends. Both teams trying to find their feet. And like we say, Newcastle's lineup has been shaken up a little bit with Ron Blaine starting. So, maybe they're out of their flow just slightly, but let's see if they find their way.
I mean, Nottingham are pretty small, but Newcastle have sort of matched them with quite a small lineup. Blaine playing the 4. I feel like Coach Stanley might be quite happy with that. That's a tough move.
A lot of bodies flying around there. Refs letting them play.
It's a tough one. That's it long. Blaine loses his own rebound. Nottingham ball in line.
A little miscommunication there on the rebound.
It's a tough one. Everyone wants a rebound.
Yeah, but that's when you got to call them off and say, hey, I got it, and then Abu Ramadan will be able to let Blaine has it. Blaine already sitting with, he has at least 6 or 7 rebounds in his first quarter.
Yeah, he got 6 rebounds, you're right.
That's got to be a steal.
Wow. That's in. Strings it for 3.
That kind of play that we always say, if you're going to go for that steal, you better get it, because 9 times out of 10 it ends up in an open look.
Good defense by Spencer, matching up with a bigger call for him. Looking for Powell, sorry. Looking for another one. This time's no good.
Blaine with his 7th rebound this afternoon.
That's a soft
That's
foul
tough.
on Olararin, man. I think that's 2.
But he must got caught, Olararin, as he pumps his chest to his coach, says, my bad. So he must got a little bit of arm there. But like we say, Newcastle in the bonus, so every foul they go to the line for 2.
That's such a slot. That's not a foul you get when you're on one foul with 50 seconds left. Why are you reaching like that? So
it's hard.
criminal.
It's hard to resist when you see the ball right there. It's almost human nature, just a reflex to just reach out at the ball. But most of the time you get called for a foul.
Yeah, it's not a high percentage positive outcome, that's for sure. I mean, they're keeping him in the game, which is interesting. If he picks up a 3rd, Newcastle surely got to be going straight at him, but
every time he gets the ball, they should see bodies right there. Great job by Abu Ramadan.
It's another one.
But he wasn't able to recover to the shooter. Blaine worms his way around the defense and heads to the line for 2.
That one was definitely a foul. Something they've been calling quite a lot in this first quarter, but that one, there's no...
But Nottingham has some real serious foul trouble here early in this game.
Absolutely.
But like we mentioned, Newcastle has the size advantage, so, everything from them should be aggressive. Trying to get in the paint, draw fouls, get easy looks.
Blaine hits 2 of 2. 21-17. Last shot of the quarter, 20 seconds to go. Got to hold this out, surely, yeah. Nottingham have had a good first quarter. I've been impressed by them.
Yeah, they're playing hard. They're competing. I wouldn't expect anything less.
He lost it. That's after the buzzer. And that's the end of the quarter. Good first quarter.
Great first quarter. I seriously doubt that was in the playbook for Delaney Powell to dribble it out and
drop it to the other team.
Yeah.
4 seconds. Yeah.
They should have got a little bit of movement there. But otherwise, we got a good game on our hands so far. 21-17.
I think Coach Stanley's got to be happy with that first quarter for Nottingham. Now, they had a tough loss last week against Oakland's team, which haven't won many games either. So, to Newcastle, maybe they might have caught Newcastle on a bad day today.
Notice a lot of times, especially when Olararin has the ball, he's trying to drive. there's bodies behind them.
And
so
people in the way. If they're in the way, their defenders in the way as well. It's
yeah, exactly.
double-edged sword, really.
Yeah, so he just talked about a little bit better spacing, a little bit better movement off the ball to create some easy looks. So let's see if they can put it into play in the second quarter.
Jack Cork getting his first action of the game, going straight at Delaney Powell. Hook
Nice,
shot for 2.
Jack Cork.
Easy as you like.
With the soft hook straight off the bench. Instant offense, we call it.
Looking like interesting haircut. Him and Federici decided to get Poundland hair dye, and it's looking it's very interesting. I'm surprised it's lasted that long, to be fair. Again,
Hey, it's lockdown here in the UK, and there's a lot of, guys are bored.
they must be very bored. I
Everyone's
feel for them.
experimenting.
I couldn't believe it when I saw it for the first time. That's not a guy you can leave open. Rings the 3. 28-17 Newcastle. 9 minutes first.
Newcastle with a hot start here in the second quarter. Looked like they're a little bit more locked in. Great help defense there by Federici. Nice extra.
Abu Ramadan for
Nice.
3. Hits another one.
Nice.
There you go. Timeout, Nottingham.
A quick 8-0 run there to start the quarter. And you could just tell Newcastle just came out of that second quarter.
A bit more energy.
Yeah, a little bit more energy.
Coach Erdogan must have said something.
Yeah, they definitely have a little bit more sense of urgency to them. Their defense looks a little bit more connected, and then in the break, they're looking a little bit sharper because I felt like in the first quarter they had a lot of numbers advantage that they didn't take advantage of.
I feel like Nottingham aren't getting back on defense very well. I mean, Moya and Abu Ramadan have just got open threes. They're just not getting back. They're not picking people up. There's no communication. I feel like it's so poor from Nottingham. The looks are just almost too easy. It's just Newcastle just getting exactly what they want.
And there's no excuse for Nottingham to get back because they're not getting any offensive boards. I don't know how many they have today. It can't be very many, but two offensive boards. So they shouldn't have any issues getting back, and
especially against Newcastle, which are notoriously a poor defensive rebounding team. So,
well, they look great today. Blaine sitting there with 7 already. So
yeah, but I mean they've had their struggles this season on the boards. Wow, I mean, Coach Erdogan, many rebounding drills in practice. We're sick of them. No.
Defense, I mean, rebound is about desire and effort. Bottom line.
If we do many more rebounding drills, Jesus. Good pass. Oh, unlucky.
Great back cut. Good look. Just wasn't on the money with the pass.
He's open again. Oof. He's too strong. That's offensive
yes,
foul.
Sir.
That's a good defensive play
Yeah.
by Adjei.
You raise those elbows up in the post, that's automatic every time.
Yeah. You're not going to get away with that too often. Maybe in the 1980s, Drew, but not today.
Yeah, game has changed just a little bit. Great X switch there. Great X switch defensively.
Oh, nearly, Naz, nearly.
You can see what I loved about that though is that you can see they're on the same page defensively as the driver got in the paint. The help defender took the ball, and the on-ball defender took the help's offensive man. So we call it an X switch. So great job defensively there.
That's him. I need Aaron back in this game, Drew.
Yeah, Newcastle all in the passing lanes, getting deflections, causing havoc. Yeah. There's just nowhere to go for the Hoods.
It's a tough shot on the buzzer. It's off.
Travel. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Slid his feet on that jab step. He probably just should have attacked baseline. He had a slight advantage there.
It's a tough one to play. You're always overthinking it when that's all playing.
Yeah, we always say the game is very simple. Sometimes we can overcomplicate it. He should have just caught the ball, drove hard baseline.
Good move.
Tough finish.
Nice slide by their club photographer. Right next to their club photographer down there. Out of bounds. Federici. Corner. Abu Ramadan shoots it again. Off this time. Good pass out to Delaney Powell. To Parker. Short.
Hoods with their third offensive rebound of the afternoon.
Good pass. Out
of bounds.
That's a tough one.
You can guarantee, I don't care what level of basketball, that is going to be called at least once a game where someone in the corner steps out of bounds on the drive. I'd like someone to dig up a stat for that. How many times is that called
I think Dan Routledge is probably the guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Selleck Cole subbing in for Newcastle for Blaine. Blaine getting a hard-earned rest. He's been a monster on the boards this game so far, Drew. Monster. Here we go. Moya. Ooh, risky pass.
And Newcastle going deep in their bench today.
Yeah, early as well. Oh, he's open.
Great defense.
Better offense.
Better row. That was great defense for 20 seconds, and they just let their foot off the gas.
Probably the best three-point shooter in the league shooting open shot. So.
And Powell's taking some tough shots.
And they're not falling for him right now.
And you talked about not getting back in transition. Well, it's hard to get back when you're taking tough shot after tough shot.
Can't let him shoot. You can't let him shoot.
Federici.
Back to back.
Picking up where he left off a couple weeks ago where he scored, what, 38?
35,
35 points.
But he had, he had 28 or something in the first half. He was unconscious. He didn't even care. He has showed absolutely zero emotion. He couldn't have cared less.
That's what we call an unconscious shooter.
Yeah.
And Tomlinson gets his first action of the day for Newcastle.
Fresh with his new haircut. You can see he was good move. That's a tough shot. You can deal with that as Newcastle's coach. They ain't going to go in too often.
We got a saying that we say at Newcastle. We'll live.
Moya showing on the moves in the dish for two.
I was looking for Jack Court to tomahawk that thing.
I know. Jack Court don't dunk it too often.
We'll live with the layup.
Yeah.
Hey, it's 2 points in the books.
Oh.
Great hand. Moya on the boards. Great extra.
Tomlinson for threes. Oh. Good box out by Adjo.
And I've been watching him all afternoon, and he's done a great job boxing out, especially on Ron Blaine. Fundamentally sound there.
He's done a really good job on the defensive boards. Fair play to him. Good pass.
The pace has picked up a little bit on this game.
Yeah, I don't think Nottingham want to be running with Newcastle, to be honest. That's it.
Look a little bit like we're at the park right now. Both teams just getting up and down.
Yeah.
Looking a little bit sloppy as Hood slow it down and try to get a set. Ooh.
They're showing all the moves.
Great defense. Great defense by Federici.
3-on-1.
Ooh.
Ooh, interesting. Federici off the glass. And it's up to a 20-point game, just like that. Wow.
$16-4 run in the second quarter. Newcastle's defense only allowed 4 points this quarter. They just looked a little bit more locked in. Big fella. That's a nice move. With the left.
Cork up to 6 points. He had the layup. But
Newcastle doing a great job on Wright. Wright likes to get a little bit shifty, and we always say with guards like that, just stay in front, let them dance, and I'll be here when you're done. And Newcastle's done a great job of that, just staying in front. Cork looking very comfortable down there.
I mean, he's got a bit of a mismatch throughout. He's got that mismatch down low, and he's making the most of it.
You still got to take advantage of it.
Still got to
put the ball in the cup.
Still got to put the ball in the hoop.
Shout out to Jack Cork, 8 points this quarter. Looking very confident today.
Didn't really see much on that call, though. I thought that was pretty good defense.
Yeah, it was. I didn't see anything either. But we'll take it.
Yeah, Newcastle got to take it.
And this is what we talked about at the top of the show, is that teams like this, you gotta let them know that we're here for a reason and you're down there for a reason.
Absolutely.
Looked like he was out of bounds there.
Yeah, you're right. He's playing hard, Andre.
Newcastle doing a great job defensively. I like a lot of little things that I see with X switching, communicating on the back line. Keeping them one and done, that's the main important thing. You talked about how they're not a great defensive rebounding team, but they've been one and done throughout this day. Great job.
Ooh, geez, I thought Nas was about to get dunked on right there, but
That looks smooth by Alderweireld.
good take by
As he
Alderweireld.
stops the bleeding.
I was a bit worried for Nas like that. He's a good guy. He don't deserve that. Nas is wide open, top of the
kick
key,
out.
stepping into it. Ooh, that's a tough move. Good pass.
That's a dunk. Ooh, I thought he was going to dunk.
And we saw RJ in the warm-ups.
We saw him in the warm-ups. He's
thinking,
putting on a show. Windmills through the legs.
oh, well, I'm disappointed. We're disappointed now.
I mean, but when you are down 20, you got to keep it basic.
You're not doing no windmills when you're down 20.
Good defense by the young fella.
Fag Bentley getting a nice block. Couple of nice blocks just had so far. Ooh. That's a block for sure. Fag Bentley's had 2 blocks in this game. I mean, he's long. He's got long arms.
Question is there any relation to Tammy Fagbenley, the WNBA great, Team GB great? Hopefully our watchers out there let us know in the chat if there's any relation there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. She's a great player, though. It's a bit of a shame they sort of struggled in their last window, didn't they?
Yeah.
GB woman. Last minute now, 46-27.
Let's see if they can close out the quarter going into the half. They've had a great second quarter here, but we always talk about closing quarters. That looked like a travel.
Yeah. Awkward looking step, maybe, but look left. Oh, good. Yeah, he's Adebambo straight into the game, hits the baseline too. there's a 1 second differential on the shot clock.
Ooh.
Lee Hale's getting the line for 2.
Lee Hill squeezing his way, slivering to the basket. Looked like a veteran there, keeping the ball nice and low, keeping that defender on his hip, and then able to slither his way to the basket where he goes the line for 2.
Here we go. Last play of the half. Off on the buzzer. That was good look, though. Good look for Nottingham to end the half.
Great look, right, penetrating the defense, sucking them in, and getting a wide open corner 3 that was just a tad off. And Newcastle heads into the half up by 18 points with a great defensive display there in the second quarter.
Here we go, Drew. Second half. Tough first half for the Hoods. Down 18. You know, they've got to do a lot of things to change this game. I think they've certainly got to get back on defense a lot more. And they've sort of got to keep themselves together. I mean, they seem disjointed. I think they're quite a fragile team around the league. I think once they're down, they're down. So I feel like they've got to. It'd be really good to see them come back, but I don't know. It's not looking good for those guys, I'm afraid. What do you think, Drew?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, they sit at the bottom of the league at 2-10, and you talked about them looking disjointed. You know, losing is infectious, you know. So when you hit a little bit of adversity, you get that team mindset of, oh, here we go again, and then it spirals. And that's what we've seen here, because in the first quarter, it was nip and tuck, and, you know, just like that, it went up to a 20-point ball game. So you talked about transition defense, and I think a lot of that is because of their offense. They need to get some movement, better shots, and you know, will lead to hopefully them able to get their defense set.
I think they're taking too many one-on-one end of the shot clock.
Absolutely.
Force up, pull up twos,
fadeaways, and you know those bad shots.
They ain't gonna go in very often, you know. Unless you're James Harden, Drew, then it's all right. Good pass. Good pass to Powell. Ooh, good ball.
Keep playing, keep playing, keep playing.
What are they stopping for? I don't know what. 14. That was a big ball by Fag Benley.
And that first possession there was a lot better offensively. You know, even though it didn't end up in a score, but their intent was right. You know, they were trying to move the ball, get a good look.
I mean, they got a layup at the rim and an offensive rebound. You can't complain with that.
So let's see if they can turn it into something. And let's see, I'm really going to be glued in on what Newcastle's mentality is going to be. Are they going to be locked in and put this team away by 40? Or are they going to play around with it?
Or are they going to think, oh, we've won this game, we'll win by 15, sort of thing. Yeah. I really hope they don't, but, I mean, it's a tough one. He's got nowhere to go. Delaney Powell, it's a tough shot. That's a...
Great movement there by Yabantu to get to that corner.
And he strings it for 3.
And he works on that every day, so not surprised that it doesn't even touch the rim.
I mean,
Great shot.
He puts
Great
up a lot of shots after practice at over here. I know he trains a lot of the Eagles as well. I'm sure you guys put up a lot of shots, obviously. So, yeah. And he certainly added that to his game in the last 3 or 4 years, I think, his three-point shooting.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of those early in his career, those injuries forced him because he was, lightning offensively with his movement. He ran into a few knee issues, which slowed him down a little bit, and, that's when you have to start working on other parts of your game.
Yeah, no, I mean, growing up in the Northeast, there's not too many players around. He's a bit old for me, but, I mean, I remember hearing about him when I was, 15, 16, thinking there's this guy called Tembo who's just going to take you to the hoop.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, now he's got that three-point shot. He's got a lot going for him.
Makes a difference, especially when you can make them from the corner, because that's where majority of threes are coming from these days. That's one of the higher percentage shots. So if you can make that shot, you're going to normally find yourself on the floor.
I mean, good move, young fella.
Nice slammer jammer. Fab Benley.
I mean, I'm calling him young fella. He's probably about as old as me.
I mean, he looks young.
Maybe he's a bit younger than me.
I mean, compared, all these guys out here look young to me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Let's face it.
I mean, Ronald Blaine just got shoved right there like they were playing American football. I don't really know what's going on out there. I think
maybe a little bit of frustration from the Hood standpoint. You're down by 20. It's not going your way. Long trip up.
Ronald Blaine's a bit of a wind-up merchant as well, I think, a little bit. So.
I can see that.
He's been all right today. He's been quiet today. I haven't heard him too much.
Nice.
There was a game against Essex. I think Essex told him they were going to shut him up, and Coach Elkin was like, "Oh no, we're going to hear Ron for the next 35 minutes."
I see him floating around on Twitter sometimes too. He likes to talk, but it's all part of the game.
Yeah, it's all part of the game.
You need that. Nice pass.
Good move.
And
Good
2 turnovers by Newcastle have led to 4 transition points by the Hood. So
there was a video of Ronald Blaine trying to get the opposition coach to call a timeout. He was like signaling it to him. Did you see? I'm not sure if you saw that. But.
I did see that. Hood's looking to make a little run here. Got a little momentum.
Yeah,
as Wright dances behind the ball screen.
He's got all the moves. It's Kieran Wright. Oh no.
And just like that, a 7-0 run. As Oloraren pulls up from the left wing.
He hasn't had that many looks, to be fair, in this game. Maybe expected for him to get a few more shots.
Sitting at 11 points. 6 rebounds. Good pass. Come on, you got to finish that. Great look. Great pass.
Oh, he's missed him. He missed him. Oh, like Benley was open early, was not looking at him. Good move.
Oh, wow.
For 2. Easy if you like, dude.
Definitely timeout. 9-0 run, just like that. And Hoods look to have some life and some spirit about them, as you can see the bench.
These guys are no mugs, Drew. I mean, they're playing Division 1. They can certainly put the ball on the hoop. Newcastle can't be playing defense like that. They're not going to do very well. Sure, Coach Elkin's embarrassed right now. That's pretty poor from them.
Well, it started on the offensive end, 2 sloppy turnovers, which led to 2 transition baskets. And, that's what has given the Hoods a little bit of momentum, a little bit of confidence. You see the ball go through the hoop, then you start feeling good about yourself. And then Oloraren, he sticks a corner wing 3.
Thanks for the chat for confirming that Flag Benley is the younger brother of obviously the WNBA star,
Yeah, I thought so. So appreciate. I didn't want to assume, because I assumed that with with Babalola that it was Alu's brother, and I had to ask him before the game, and he said no. So I didn't want to assume with Fab Benlay, but it's good to see that connection there. As his sister is a
his sister's
amazing player.
She's a superstar.
Absolutely.
I mean, watching her, she's such a great person to watch. Great player.
All right, let's see if Newcastle can come out this timeout and stop this run.
Need help. You need some help.
Great move there.
Absolutely zero help defense.
And that's the best way to stop a run, is to get it inside, get to the free throw line, or to get an easy
Good
basket.
hands early.
And speaking of Babalola, as he checks in for Fag Benlay.
He's had a good start to the second half. Couple of easy looks. That's a
Tough. That's not a foul. Should have been a flop warning.
absolutely. Ivantu, ooh, good hands by Ajay.
I would like to see Ubuntu take that, especially after making the shot before. Passed up an easy look.
Bit of a collision right there in the down low between Blown and Ajay. They're both all right, thankfully. But Ajay plays hard, man. It's good to see. Doesn't take a possession off.
Yeah. Great, fundamentally sound. He boxes out. Just got to work on his shot a little bit, as he's passed up a couple of corner threes, but he has some great tools.
Oh, shoot that. Kieran Wright for three. Brings it. It's a big shot. It's interesting to see Delaney Powell will take pull-up twos, but won't take up an open two. Interesting, mate.
12-2 run here.
Ooh, nearly.
Another sloppy turnover, and that's 4 turnovers this quarter.
Newcastle aren't. They're the disjointed ones right now. We're talking about the Hoods being disjointed in that first half. But.
And it's tough. I mean, we talk about putting the nail in the coffin when you're up by 20. It's easily said than done.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's just human nature just to let your foot off the gas just a little bit. But like I mentioned before, that's the difference between championship teams.
I'm not sure about that.
I thought that was a pretty solid box out by Ron Blaine.
I'm not sure about that. Ron's just laughing. I don't blame him.
Yeah, tough call.
Yeah.
It happens.
You gotta get it in.
And that's what Newcastle has to get back to. They got to get back to getting deflections, causing havoc on the defensive end, scrambling. That's what got them this lead in the first place, but now we sit at a 13-point lead.
That's got to be a steal again.
That's great D. That's great defense. Better.
That's a tough move by
That
Oliver.
is a tough bucket.
He could score.
Tough bucket.
Oliver Aaron can score the ball up to 15 points.
Great body. Oh, that looked like a foul there. Looked like a foul the first time. Great job by Compton using his body to create an angle and a disadvantage for the defense as he goes to the line for 2.
I mean, I came into this game thinking Oliver Aaron wasn't really a shooter, but he's hit some tough J's this game.
Yeah, but there's a difference between being a shooter and being a scorer.
Yeah.
When you're a scorer, then a couple of buckets get your confidence up and you're able to knock down those type of shots like that. So with him not being a shooter doesn't necessarily mean he's incapable of making shots. You know, he's a rhythm player, and obviously he was able to get a little bit of rhythm. I think for me, it started that very first possession of the game where he got that wide open look that he knocked down in the first quarter. He's got his confidence up, and he's been able to parlay that into, 14 points now?
15 points, yeah.
Newcastle needs to stop here.
Here we go, dropping into 3-2. Good pass. Good pass to Olorarian from Babalola for 2. Down to a single-digit game. Wow.
And if I'm not mistaken, that's Newcastle's ace in the pocket, isn't it? That 1-3-1.
Yeah, the 3-2 zone, yeah.
Great pass.
That's his shot, Jack Cork, up to 11 points.
Jack Cork's been solid all afternoon. Great shot by the big fella.
Someone's got to shoot it.
Great pull-up.
And he pulls up for 2.
Great pull-up by Yabantu.
That's a bad pass. Oh.
Wow.
Olorarian finishing between the 2 trees down low.
There's no way that Olorarian should be posting up Copthorne, and you got Jack Court sitting right there on the side. But that just shows the toughness of that young fella.
Trying to listen into what Coach Stanley's saying for Nottingham. I mean, they've been quite stagnant in the zone. I'm sure they'll be talking about that sort of some zone offense. I'm not sure how long Newcastle will stay in that zone, but they certainly need some better movement for it.
Yeah, and you can see him drawing up in a timeout. He's talking about not aligning yourself with the defense, getting to the open spot, and that's the best way to beat a zone. Move to the open spot, in particular the middle. That's where the soft spot is in a zone.
Yeah.
But let's see if they can come out here and execute it.
I mean, they're down 11, but they're certainly still in this game. A long way to go. 12 and a half minutes to go.
Yeah, you just want to keep chipping away like they are. I mean, their goal should be let's get it within single digits before the fourth quarter. Get within striking distance, and let's see what happens.
I mean, Newcastle have got 5 more turnovers than the Hoods right now, and they're up 11. So,
I mean, 4 of those turnovers have happened here in the third quarter, so Newcastle has to clean it up a little bit.
Oh, Jesus, his ankles nearly gone. His ankles nearly went there. Good move, Tamba. Oh, slightly too strong. Hawthorne.
Great rebound.
That was heavily contested. Hawthorne again on the rebound. Federici is wide open on the right wing. Doesn't see him.
Dunk that.
Oh.
Nice. Copthorne looking tough down low with 2 offensive rebounds.
He's padding his stats, exactly. Olorarian's wide open. Hits another one.
Oh, good pass. Come on, Jack Cork.
Cork too big. He's too big
That's
for him.
A great look, great finish by Cork moving to the open spot with a soft touch.
I mean, that's Moyer's pass when he beats his man. Hits the was he hitting another one? No, not this time. Olorarian is feeling it right now.
He shot that with confidence.
Yeah.
That's a great feeling when you're feeling good and when it leaves your hand, you think it's good. Great position to be in.
I mean, he's on 19 mystery shots. He's doing well. Yeah, they've got a feed. They've got such a mismatch down low right now. Good pass.
Way to see the open guy.
Ooh. Tamba on the boards.
Oh.
Come here.
And we call that pulling a chair. Great job by Olareran as Jack Cork was expecting a contact there. Olareran just slipped away from him.
That's a nightmare when you're playing.
He lost his balance. Yeah, definitely.
Corks has it. He's getting himself a game today. He's making the most of those extra minutes.
He definitely is. His index has to be pretty high. He's been very efficient out here today.
Index of 16. Triple double watch on Moya. 12 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists.
Ooh, triple double alert.
Maybe, you never know.
As Olareran takes a rest.
Interesting lineup by the Hoods right now. Running the bench a little bit.
And his zone is causing havoc. But like we talked about, you got to find a soft place in the zone, which is the middle. They got it to the middle, and he was able to walk his way to the basket.
Easy as you like, Drew. Easy
Yeah.
as you like.
I mean, in the zone, you got to give up something. And it's usually the short corner and the high post.
Moya has 12 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Hey. I'm not sure if that's going to count as an assist for him.
Nah, that shouldn't be an assist. No way.
Don't think so.
Unless he has a stat crew on the payroll.
Maybe he does. There you go. End of the quarter, 68-54. Nottingham is still in this, Drew.
I think they got one last run in them. They did a great job of showing a little bit of life and a little bit of fight. You talked about at the beginning of the third how they're usually disjointed, but they showed a lot of character there in the third quarter, a lot of fight.
I mean, they've lost a lot of games by a lot of points, and the fact that they're down 14, they've got to be happy. I'm obviously not happy to down 14, but if you're down 19 at the half, you've got to cut into that lead, and they've cut into that lead. So I'm sure Coach Stanley can't be too frustrated with his team, but I feel like they've got a shot. Newcastle they're not there today. They're not playing as we have seen them play this season. They're not playing like a 9-4 side today. A bit like last week, their tough loss to Reading.
Just a little bit up and down. Just a little bit of inconsistent.
It's a long season. It happens.
Yeah. And you talk about the Hoods. You're going to win games, you're going to lose games. That's part of the game. But one thing that always has to remain constant is that you have to compete. You have to go out there and compete. And
Moya did get that assist through.
Wow.
There you go. We'll be watching him this quarter.
I mean, I need to get these table officials to the Eagles game. Maybe I would have an extra 500 assists on my career average. Yeah. I mean, he caught it, he jab step, he took a dribble inside, floated it up. I mean, that pass had nothing to do with that great play. That was all Federici on his own.
I mean,
but I'm sure Moya isn't going to complain.
I mean, Jack Cork as well, man. 6 or 7 from the field, 15 points. He's having himself a game today.
Yeah, some nice stat lines. I know we got Ron Blaine sitting close to a double-double as well.
Ronald Blaine's only got 5. Only took 3 shots. He's too little.
You got to shoot that.
Woo!
We call that the roly-poly.
Okay, Tamba.
To be fair to Tamba, he does that in the warm-ups of Eagles game, every warm-up. So it's good to see him translate that to a real game. Beautiful play.
That's a move. Delaney Powell, wide open. Ooh. That's a tough shot.
Good defense. Good defense.
Hawthorne's got a lot of...
I don't think that shot hit the rim, so that's going to be a shot clock
Yeah,
violation
definitely. Did not hit the rim. I was way
and be
off.
Newcastle's ball. I was thinking I got a question for you, Tom. I was thinking about this last time I came on the comms. What is the mascot for Newcastle University?
It's the Knights.
The Knights.
The
Okay,
Knights.
the Knights.
Yeah, the Knights.
The
Our
Newcastle
cameraman's recently
Knights.
made a new logo for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's really
Okay,
nice.
okay.
I'll show you it in a bit. Yeah, it's nice. My guy Joe's, pulling the strings, does about everything for us. We're wondering where our beanies are though, Joe. We're supposed to be getting some beanies, but they're not here yet.
Oh, hey, make sure I'm here whenever you guys are being friendly. Nice backdoor by Moya. And Jack Cork doing it all today.
Jack Corkin is a good passer of the ball. Him and Brandon Paderucci played in the same conference in the States. And I remember Brandon was here first for pre-season, saying he's got a good pair of hands and he's a really good passer of the ball for a big guy. A bit like Nico as well. He's wide open.
Oh,
Dunk it,
nice.
Jack. He's not going to dunk it.
Yes, sir. Ubuntu with a nice find in transition, and Jack Cork is doing it all today.
He certainly is, up to 17 points, 7 of 8 shooting.
And I know it's early, but for me, he's definitely a candidate for man of the match.
Yeah.
And that's off the bench, by the way, 17 points.
Yeah, wow. We're seeing the beanies and we're liking what we see, Joe.
I know you guys can't see me on the comms, but I'm full of smiles. I mean, I might do this full time if I can get some of that gear. We might have to have a little chat with Coach. Looking nice, though. The Knights, beanie, T-shirts.
What? Oh, yeah. Joe's president of the basketball club next year. We're getting all the merch.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Well deserved, Joe. You certainly deserve being president
Awesome.
of the basketball club here at Newcastle University. You do so much.
Yeah.
Much deserved.
You can't see him. He's behind the scenes, but he's definitely making this stream go. So shout out to Joe.
Yeah, we have the easy part, Drew. We just sit here and watch and talk. We get the easy. We got it easy. He's open.
But back to the action. Hood's down by 18 points. Having spacing
Take
issues.
a charge there, Oscar. That's a tough toy.
We'll live with that.
He's going to be number 9.
Wrap around behind the back. I knew it.
Put it up, Jacob. Oh, no, sir. His sister would be proud of that one. What a block by Fag Bender. 3rd block of the game. Wow.
Yeah, some potential. Definitely athletic. Definitely has a feel for the game. Sharpen those offensive skills, and he's on to something.
I mean, it's not easy playing as a 7. I don't know. Oh, hitting the 3.
Ron with his 4th attempt for the day pushes him up to 7 points or 8 points.
8 points. I mean, he does a lot more for the team though than score.
And this zone is causing a lot of issues for the Hoods.
Oh, Blaine stealing Moya's rebound. I don't think. Maybe no triple
He
double.
might have had a peek at that stat sheet before
hello.
the quarter.
Good pass to Court. Got him
And
in the air. And one.
And Jack Cork showing the whole repertoire today
Absolutely.
as he goes to the line for the 2. We might have to get the Bulls, Chicago Bulls, on the line. Send this tape out to him. He's looking great today.
Must be the haircut, Drew. I mean, I'm not sure if I'd rock it personally, but
I mean, what is he wearing? Rocking the Giannis's?
no, the haircut. I mean, he's dyed the front. He's bleach blonded his hair. That's what I was going for. The shoes, I'm not sure, but
whatever concoction he has, it's working for him. 23-point lead by Newcastle Knights.
Yeah, this zone is killing them. Absolutely. Good pass.
Great cut. And that should be on the floor.
Yeah, that's on the floor. That's unlucky, but that's a really good pass by Keelan.
Yeah, great cut. Way to get to the open spot. Delaney Powell moving off the ball. And that's what you got to do in a zone. You gotta keep moving to the open spot. Else it just becomes, passing the ball around the perimeter, not really accomplishing anything. Got to try to get to the gut of the defense.
A good head fake. Get to the free throw line. Long.
And Blaine chasing down them rebounds.
How many
with a big
rebounds?
smile on his face.
Gone up to 11 rebounds. Oscar, corner.
What's his career high? We need to pull that out of the archive. See what his career high is.
Career high?
Blaine.
For rebounds.
For rebounds here at Newcastle.
It's more. I think you're looking at 15. I think.
15. 6 minutes to go. All he needs is 5.
I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it.
Somebody in it.
Average is 8.5. Average is 8.5. But I'm sure he certainly had more.
Let's see if someone in the chat can pull that up for us. What is Ron Blaine's career high
for rebounds?
As he sits on 11 today. That's a bucket.
Claude True strings it. 82-59. They put
Copthorne
down the
drawn.
one team. 82-52. That's a good pass.
And that's just a credit to the bigs of Newcastle today with Copthorne and Jack Course setting the tone. When you got them doubling off essentially their best player, 20 points a game, to leave him open for an open three, it's saying that they've really set the tone inside for this game.
Good defense by RJ. Ooh, maybe a foul.
Nice use of the left.
I think maybe one of them caught him right now. Ooh, come here. Ooh. There you go, Joe telling us. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Joe coming through for us again.
Yeah.
Ron's Blaine career high is 16 rebounds. Ironically, against the Hoods.
Yeah.
Let's see if he
had a
surpasses
monster
that.
game. I think he had 37 points in that game.
Yikes. 37 and 16?
37 and 16, yeah.
Jeez. As he heads to the bench, that might be him done for the night, but
yeah, I agree.
It was a nice stat anyway. We know for future reference, 16 rebound.
39 points. 39 and 16. David Moyer checking out the game with 14, 8 and 8.
I'm pretty sure BBO Fix will be busy today,
Yeah.
posting up these monster stats from Newcastle. Shout out to BBO Fix, always coming through.
He does come through.
Oh,
he?
man. Don't know when he sleeps. Every league.
He's a young guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's maybe like 14 or something.
Yeah, young
Even
fella.
younger, maybe.
Yeah, he supports us on the BBL show as well. Does a lot. Has a great future.
Ooh, good pass.
Great wall up there by Copthorne.
Rebound early. Hasn't really played too much today. I don't think he's not needed to. But go on, Kwame. Ooh.
If he doesn't bring the hand down.
I'm not sure that's a foul. Oh, that's a tough one.
It was the hand at the end. Ajay, he was chest in front. If he keeps the chest in front, it's an offensive foul, but he just brought his left hand down at the end.
You just want to, it's just the ball. It's like a mega.
Like we talked about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tempting. It's like, when you see some cookies or some sweets there on the, you know, you're going to grab one.
Yeah. Long on the first one. Long on the second one. Offensive board, Tomlinson. He won't be getting too many hoe boards, Matt. But, ooh. Bit of a scramble for the ball, jump ball, Nottingham
a little
ball.
physical out there.
It's good. It's good to see though. You don't want a fourth quarter to just be passive and just play the game out. It's not what you want to watch. No one wants to see that.
Yeah, it's true. It's funny because usually, they talk about sportsmanship, and when you empty the bench, they're supposed to kind of hold the ball and be passive. Well, I mean, these guys don't get an opportunity to play, so they should be able to come out and play hard and compete as well.
It's their time to prove that they can play.
Exactly.
That's a tough one. I mean, Nottingham are struggling from the three-point line. 24%. You're not going to win too many games. Good rebound. You're not going to win too many games shooting 24%.
Yeah, you definitely not. Not in this era. That's for sure.
Ooh.
I mean, if you got Shaq down low, that's
Newcastle shooting 42%.
Yeah, and that's the difference.
That's the difference.
Give it to him. Give it to him. Give it to him. They should have dumped it down low to early.
Yeah. Well, Aaron's wide open. Shoot it.
Looking very hesitant.
Good move.
Benlay with the reverse up and under. Yay!
That's tough.
Strong move. He should have dropped that off.
Yeah, he should have done it.
Throw it up. That should have been off goaltend. Slap the glass. Yep. Good call, ref.
Yeah, that's a good call.
You touch any part of the basket while the ball's there, it's an automatic goaltend. Can't slap the glass.
Can't slap it at all anymore, can you?
Not at all.
You used to slap
unless you pin the ball to the glass. But
You're
like
not
if
going
you
to do
miss
that
it,
too often.
yeah, if you miss it and you slap glass, it's definitely a goaltend.
Good move by Olarin. And one. I think that's up to 24. Chance to make it 25. Just about to sub him out as well. Bless him. Yeah, up to 24 points.
He's been the bright spot today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's been a bright spot all season.
Yeah. 6th in the league in scoring, so
He's trying to stay in. I think they've got a sub on the shooter and he misses it. I don't blame him.
yeah, he's like, I need to get that 30, coach. Let me get one more off. Good patience there by Cawthorn. Great ball movement.
Abi Ramadan, corner 3.
Great
long.
ball movement. As he looks like he gets poked in the eye on the shot attempt, play continues on.
Good pass to Ajay. Yeah. Naz, I hope he's all right, man. He's telling the ref they poked him in the eye. I don't think he's going to get himself anywhere. I think he's just resting his breath a little bit.
Yeah, we always say it's not like the ref is going to say,
Yeah,
you're right, let's call a
They're
foul.
not going to move it back a play. You can have your free throw.
You know what? Yeah, I did miss that. Just got to move on as a player. But maybe, you know, that conversation sets it up next time. Sometimes referee, we call it a makeup call. You know,
yeah, definitely. I mean,
they'll make it up in the future.
refs are human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, everyone makes mistakes.
I mean, we're hard on the refs, but I'm telling you, reffing is very difficult, especially at this level where the game is fast.
Oh,
It's not easy.
I am not jealous of any of these refs. There's about 4 of them down there. Does not matter. Jacob over 3. Too little. One more. Good move for 2.
Great finish
Good
there.
move by Patrick.
Hasn't seen much action today, but he's taking advantage of the
Ooh.
minutes as
Whoa.
Copthorne puts him on skates. Copthorne says you might have something on the offensive end, but what is your defense like? As he attacks him, puts him on skates, spins off him with a beautiful finish with the right
scoring
hand.
at will right now with 13.8 rebounds.
.25 ball game here as we have 1:40 left on the clock.
Not sure about. I don't know. I mean, Cawthorne getting himself to the line.
Yeah, tough call, but
Been a pretty routine win, I'd say, Drew, today.
yeah.
As expected, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I like the way Newcastle picked up their defensive intensity in the second quarter, got a lot of deflections, got off to the races where they took advantage of the numbers advantage, which they didn't do in the first quarter, was able to create a little separation and, prove why they're top 4 in the league and the Hoods are at the bottom of the barrel.
I mean, I think Nottingham have had their spells today. They certainly have not embarrassed themselves.
Yeah, no, like I said, they definitely have competed today. They showed a lot of character, especially there in the third where they went on that run.
They were down 8, I think, at one point.
Yeah, they brought it. They made a run. They just don't quite have enough. I mean, they look like a young squad. They lack size. They're missing 2 of their starters today, so it was always going to be tough for them. But they've competed, and that's all That's all Coach can ask for, and I'm pretty sure he'll walk out of here proud today.
Absolutely. I mean, it's also been a good thing for Newcastle to run their bench guys a lot today, a lot more than they usually do. You know, everyone's getting about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why it's important to take care of teams like this, because you give those guys an opportunity to get some run, because they're at practice just as much as the starters, but they don't get an opportunity to have a run out. So, they're able to get that game feedback because, over the course of the season, 1 or 2 of those guys are going to be needed, whether it's down to injury, foul trouble, whatever, ejection, whatever. So, those guys got to occasionally get a feel for the game. So it's good that those guys have been able to have a run out.
It's a long season. A lot can happen.
COVID. We didn't even mention COVID.
I mean, that killed us at the start of the season. We played a game with 6 guys.
So, exactly. Let's see what they run here. Coach drew up this play out of the timeout. Let's see if these guys can execute it.
Tough move. That's a tough one, but he makes it. Coach Stanley's ecstatic with that. Fair play with them, man. They've executed that well. Ooh. Too strong on that one. Here we go. Final offense for Newcastle. Can they get themselves to score? No. Ooh, Kwame keeps it. Abu Ramadan in the corner. Short. Nottingham looking to push it for a final score. Shot clock is off, but travel.
Looked like a little bit of a walk there.
He's took about 10 steps there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good pass out. Short. They've done it. There you go, end of the ball game, 91-68. Newcastle moving up to 10-4. Exactly what Coach Elton wanted. And we're thank you for watching. See you next time. Thanks very much, Drew.
Thank you for having me. See you guys next time.